Greetings, everyone. Glenn Kellaway coming to you from the basement. It's Saturday afternoon down here in sunny, hot Florida. 96 degrees is what the temperature said on my car thermometer about 10 minutes ago when I went out to pick up a bit of grub. Saturday. Just wanted to let you know. Video yesterday, I mentioned that I'd been to Bright Light Books. Yesterday around 4:30, I was sitting there. I said, I might as well just go to Park Ave CDs and get it all done in one day. And so I went over to just a great store in Orlando, Florida. Park Ave CDs. The people who work in there are so cool. Love to talk about music. I took in about 10 records to trade in, and I got I don't even know if it was 10. That's close to it. I got $100 in credit. So pretty good for me. I'm always happy being a Canadian. That's $140 to me. So, but again, I'm spending it in Canadian. So I just asked for the credit because I knew I'd have no problem spending it. I could spend thousands of dollars in that store. It's an amazing store. Got to pick up some stuff that I've been looking for and used. First thing I got was this Sly and the Family Stone album. Now, my favorite Sly and the Family Stone album is Stand. I think it's a great album. Larry Graves lent me Life a few weeks ago, and I hadn't heard that for a long time, and it's a really good album too. Can't go wrong with this band. But my second favorite was always There's a Riot Going On, Sly and the Family Stone. This one has Family Affair on it, which is might be my favorite song by them. I think I pay $8 used for this, but I don't see it in the used bins very often. And Canada, I never see it, so pretty happy about that. I was on the Steve Hoffman forums a few weeks ago, and someone posted a thread. How many of these iconic double albums do you own? And the list included every album that you would expect to be on it. Physical Graffiti, XL on Main Street, the White Album, da-da-da-da-da-da. You know the list. It was 10 of them. I had 9 out of 10. And the 10th one that I didn't have, I've never freaking heard of. I don't know why it would be on the list of iconic double albums if Glenn Kellaway's never heard of it. That's a comment I made, and someone said, yeah, that's not iconic because you've never heard of it. I was joking. Canned. Tago Mago. Anybody know this album? I went on Spotify and just gave it a bit of a sample. It's pretty interesting stuff. So, listen, if you haven't heard this, kind of adventurous rock music, I guess I would call it. I don't know, maybe borders on prog. Maybe it is prog. Somebody can let me know what they think of this band. But that's my first. Never heard of these guys before. And I'm trying to take the plastic off the cover as we speak. How do you spell can? C-A-N. Okay, there we go. So this album came out in 1971, I believe. There. Take it out of the. That's better. As he always says, take it out of the plastic. There's pictures of the band and stuff, but I'm anxious to kind of explore this album. It should be pretty cool. It's a double album. Okay, there's 2 things. Next, the Punch Brothers, who I love. Chris Thile, great mandolin player. These guys are all great. Noam Pakilny on the banjo. I mean, the whole band's awesome acoustic players. And they did an album as a salute to the great Tony Rice, one of the greatest musicians, guitarists ever in any genre, and who passed away in 2020. They had a plan to redo a Tony Rice album in its entirety called Hell on Church Street. They went into the studio in November of 2020 to record it and play it for Tony. And Tony passed away on Christmas Day. Never got a chance to hear it. But I'm really anxious to hear this album. My buddy Sam St. John is a fan of it. Must be good. I've become a huge fan of Dawes. Like, I bought a couple of their early albums and found them just like when I'm listening to the first two, three, four songs or whatever, going, these guys are really good. Very much Jackson Brownish, that early 70s California rock sound, I guess, just a little modernized, and great lyrics, beautiful vocals. And then after you listen to the first two or three songs, it starts to get samey, and I was kind of going, I'm not sure. They just can't seem to make a solid album all the way through where it keeps you interested. Then they released an album called Misadventures of Doomscroller, which I have at home, I don't have here. And I freaking love that album. They got much more adventurous, much more interesting, and I was there and I didn't realize they'd put out a new album. Good luck with whatever. I guess that came out sometime this year, and I've only had a chance to give it a casual listen in the car, but people were chatting at the time as we were driving along, so I really couldn't concentrate on it. But from what I heard, there wasn't a bad track on this album. I'm pretty impressed so far, so fingers crossed. The last CD I bought, I've got one vinyl here too for all you vinyl enthusiasts. Chris Bell. If you know the name Chris Bell from Big Star. Now Chris Bell, he left Big Star. Chris had a lot of problems with depression, drugs. He started writing his own stuff outside the band and recorded. He recorded a song called I Am the Cosmos. And then recorded a bunch of other stuff going back around Memphis and everything. Sadly, he died in a car accident. Young age. I don't know how Chris was. I don't know if he's remember the 27 Club. I don't even know if he hit 27. But wonderful singer. It's just really good kind of pop music. He was a huge Beatles fan, and you can really hear the influences in his music. But I think after he died, someone put an album together of all his songs and made it a cohesive album, and they called it I Am the Cosmos. And man, I was listening to this today. It's a really nice album. If you like Big Star, you'll freaking love this. I Am the Cosmos. It's a double album. The first album is all kind of the songs, I guess the way they were intended to be released, and then some outtakes and things like that on the second disc and alternate versions and everything. But beautiful, beautiful album. I had that in my cart in Amazon for a while now, and when I saw it and actually had a physical copy in my hands, I couldn't resist. Last but not least, I have become so interested in this artist, Alice Coltrane, just from one album, Journey to Satchidananda. Outstanding jazz album with Eastern Indian influences. It's frigging, blows me away every time I listen to it. I've been trying to sample her other albums because she is out there sometimes. She's doing albums with chanting and like just some stuff that, I don't know who listens to that kind of stuff. I'm sure there are people who love it, but not me. Anyway, I want to hear the music. Alice plays a harp, like a big harp, like Harpo Marx, and a piano. And Journey to Satchidananda is just an outstanding album. The album, other than that, I heard when I was sampling that I thought I might like, and I put it on my list to look for when I got here, and Park Avenue CDs had it, was Pata the El Daoud. It's Alice Coltrane with Joe Henderson. Manufactured at Third Man Pressing in Detroit, Michigan. So I don't know. There's Alice playing her harp. I'm going to try and get into this baby. The other one that she did, I'm really interested in, she did a collaboration with Carlos Santana, who I'm quite mad at right now. He did an anti-trans rant at a concert last night or the night before. I don't think it went over well. Okay, there we go. She's a wonderful artist, married to John Coltrane. Impulse. So that I'm really anxious to hear. But my daughter ordered a new turntable last night, and it's coming tomorrow, so we're going to hook it up. So we'll be able to play some vinyl. The turntable she's got right now, given her some problems. We tried to troubleshoot. There's something going wrong with it, so we're going to try. It's time for a new turntable. So tomorrow is a big day. I'm excited. I'm meeting up with 2 VC members, my friends John from Music Talk with John and Marsha P. Marsha P lives somewhere in Orlando. John lives maybe an hour or so away. There's a record show in Orlando tomorrow. We're meeting up at 10 a.m. We're going to do our record show thing. Then we're going to meet up after that. We're going to go have some lunch somewhere, so I'm sure we could compare what we got. And hopefully that won't be the last time I see them. I'm here for another week and a half. So, yeah, that's it. So everyone have a great day. I'm going swimming. See ya.